Hey, what's going on, crew? Welcome back to another edition of Nani episode. We're discussing anime that we're currently watching. And today we're going to be talking about Career X episode 17. This is actually an introduction to the Johnnies. Now, I thought Ghostwood was gonna have 3 episodes. Turns out it was going to be 2. Now, and I gotta say this, I was wrong in a couple of these videos right there because when I saw Ghostblade's intro, well, actually, no, we'll get into that a little bit later right there. But let's start with the intro of Tour X episode 17. We see little Johnny's father discover some ill, I don't know, discover something, right? And we see Big Johnny approach him, kind of almost like scaring the guy, right? And so intro starts, and then we have little Johnny's mom reading him a book. And so so you already tell that his mom is not doing so well. His mom has something. His mom is not longer so good. It doesn't look like she has that much time to live, right? And so, unfortunately, his mom does pass away. And remember, little Johnny at a young age, so losing your mom at that age is very, very rough. And the dad loses a loved one now. Loses a loved one, it sucks. It really does. Like I said, anybody in their family that loses a loved one, it just sucks. So like you can definitely feel for little Johnny. Now, I'm not sure this is before or after, but we do see little Johnny discover Big Johnny, and so he was like, "Who is this guy? Who is this guy?" He later calls Big Johnny his son, right? And so his dad discovered him, when he was I can't remember what he was doing right there, but his dad discovered him, right? But he didn't want to, show him out to the world, show it out to the hero association because they feel as though Big Johnny will, be looked at like some type of experiment or like that. Like he's in a way, protected Big Johnny. But you see that little Johnny and Big Johnny were develop a bond, right? And so, with I forgot his name. I'm not sure if I got his name, but with little Johnny's dad, when he loses his mom, they actually leave. They actually leave the Hero Association, and we actually see him, talking to what at the time X, say that sure you want to leave and everything. He's like, yeah, I'm sure I want to go. I want to get out of here right now. And so he wants to leave, the Hero life behind. Take his son out to the get away from everything right there. Take him to nature, the cabin, the woods, and everything, right? And so like I said, he's just getting away from everything. Like I just feel as though it could be too much for him to handle right there. Like it sucks, but they're starting off new lives. The cabin was like I said, rare for everything. We see him, bonding, get to know each other, like bonding as father and son. He has a tough job to do. Like I said, he lost his wife. He's got to take over his son all on his own. Especially take care of Big Johnny too, right? And so see like these kids thinking like what that against this guy, like thinking Big Johnny is a menace and everything. And so what we see is that when they're messing with little Johnny, you see Big Johnny react in a way like Big Johnny's transform a little bit, right? And so it looks like their feelings are I don't know what I'm looking for, are like fused with one another right there. Like whatever what little Johnny's feeling, Big Johnny feel the same way as well. And so he was in a pre-transformation stage, not so full transformation stage, but like a pre-transformation stage, right? And so during that time, we did see X, visit, little Johnny's father again, and like, it's like, don't listen, I got, damn, did I say his name? Can't remember. I'm trying to say his name. I'm trying to say his name, I can't say it. But yeah, he's trying to recruit him back into the Hero Association. He's like saying no. It's been years now. I'm not strong. I'm not strong. I'm not who I used to be right there. The guy did not seem happy. He did not seem happy. He was not very happy with the guy's answer, right? And so we do see those. Granted, a couple years. It might have been a year or two past, right? We do see those 3 bullies that that are making fun of Johnny's, right? Turns out they actually befriended each other, right? And they're looking at like, who's this guy that that keeps visiting his dad? Turns out he's actually X is actually the top hero out there and everything, right? And so This is probably an episode where like I things what I thought turned out to be wrong because uh we actually see his little Johnny's father murdered by Ghostblade. And I'm like, wait a second, that guy looks familiar. I'm like, at the start of this episode, I'm like, wait, that guy looks familiar. That's the guy that Ghostblade killed in the first part of his episode, right? So you're gibberish right now. But yes, Ghostblade killed Little Johnny's father at the start of his arc, right? He was telling me, please let him go or something like that. He's just a kid, let him go, right? And so I'm only assuming that someone from the Heroes Association, was sent to kill Little Johnny's father, right? And so when I saw Big John, like not Big John, Ghostblade's starter arc, and when I saw Big Johnny appear, I thought at the time that was the end of Lucky Science arc and the Queen's arc right there, where they were attacked by Big Johnny. No, that's not be the case right there. It's actually a prequel to what's going on right there, and so Little Johnny does see his father dead, and he's like, "Oh, I know who did this. It was that. It was that guy. It was that guy." And so he's angry, and he gets angry. Big John gets angry, and he goes full transformation, goes into this big scary dog right there, attacking the town. Because then, Little Johnny's anger is at the wrong person, and it's like, oh man, I guess he. So like I said, we already this stuff's already happened, but like I said, we can assume that Ghostblade was ordered by Rock to kill, Lil Johnny's father, right? But at the same time, it was like, why was he targeted? Why did he want to kill him? Because it's like, he says he doesn't want to join him. Okay, fine, leave that be, right? But obviously there's a reason as to why, sorry, I'm trying to say this right now. Obviously there's a reason why, Lil Johnny's dad was targeted. Why did they kill him? And remember, in Ghostblade's view of the world, whoever he kills is a bad person. Person in a way saying that they deserve to get killed. So yeah, now like I said, the Johnny does not know that Ghostblade is actually the one that killed the father. Remember, they interacted with one another on the second episode of Ghostblade's arc. So it's like, and all these series are connected one way or the other. And, it's very interesting. We do see the X coming to help the town to stop Big Giant from destroying the town. So right now it's misunderstanding right now, and the Giants does not know that it was Ghostblade that killed him. Now, like I said, I can only assume at the time, like I said, Ghostblade. No, dang it, this was before the Giants were teenagers. I'm pretty sure Ghostblade works for Uncle Rock. Well, he didn't have the company yet, right? Around that time, I think Ghostblade was working for a different company at the time. I think, but it wouldn't surprise it was Uncle Rock that was the one that told Ghostblade to kill that guy. But like I said, why was Little Johnny's father targeted? That hopefully we'll find out. Hopefully we find out because he leaves. What else more do you want? Unless he's going to expose some secrets about the Hero Association, that could be the reason why I feel as though he was targeted. But we'll have to see we'll have to see in the next couple episodes right there. But like I said, this will be 3 episodes from what I've seen. Listen, I apologize for being wrong about Ghostblade, but yeah, man, I totally guess that second episode will be probably the last part of the Johnny's young arc, and then possibly the third episode will be more so what's going on now. Because I said, with the we saw no. We know that at the end of Queen's arc that Little Johnny was attacking. Not Little Johnny, Big Johnny was attacking due to the fear coming up right there. So like I said, everybody, like I said, at least in that episode, is Ghostblade, the Johnnies, Lowly, Cyan, they're all within around each other around that when Big Johnny attacks. Now, granted, I guess this will lead into. I think it's the a Heroes Association episode, and then it's Dragon Ball. I gotta see this guys with it. I gotta see this guys. Listen, I love T-Rex right now. It's just getting good, and yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Be sure to like the video, it helps the video a lot. Be sure to share the video. Be sure to follow me on social media accounts in the description box below. And be sure to subscribe and be part of this family. We're talking about anime and gaming and comics, all that good stuff. And always remember what Jacob said, everybody. There's no such a life better yours. Have a good day, everybody. Take care.